Hello. In this clip from our law firm website content for SEO webinar, you will learn everything about your website's homepage, its importance, and how to write high-quality content for it. If you want to see more Justia videos on law practice and legal marketing, be sure to subscribe to our channel.
Now I'm actually going to walk through the different web pages, right? I'm just going to walk through them. I have slightly different rules for different ones, and I'm also going to give a little more technical stuff here. First, the homepage. The big difference with the homepage versus the other ones is I want you to write more words. This is your most important page. This is the one that's going to get linked to the most. This is one that's going to rank probably for your core term. Also probably rank for your law firm name. So I would try to write at least 1,000 words, ideally up to 1,500. Just write a bit more, right? Than you would on like a practice area page or another page. Not super difficult. All the rules, the same as before. What should you put on the page? Well, this is what I recommend to our folks, and I'll recommend it to everyone here as well. Obviously, content about law and legal services. I know we put a header. I like to have a photo at the top. It's not a necessity, but I like a photo of the lawyer or of members of the firm. I like to show the awards and badges, maybe some verdicts, results, right? Those are the things I tend to like to show up at the top. Page isn't just about SEO content. You also want to convert people when they come there. People like to see pictures of other folks. They like to see badges and awards, right? It's just simple. A lot of people aren't even read your page. They're gonna say, "Oh, the guy's looks like a nice guy. He has badges. All right, I'm gonna call this guy." Right? Not everyone's reading your full page. In fact, very few people are. So add that at the top. That's marketing. Put in text. The first part of your text for your homepage, and realistically for most of your pages, should be about why you're great. All right. Work some keywords in there, but your initial text should be why you're a good lawyer, why someone should hire you. That should be the beginning part. That should be for your homepage. That should be the beginning part of your practice area page for car accidents, your practice area page for grand larceny defense, whatever it is. H-1B visas, doesn't matter. Initially, try to get at least a sentence or two of why you're a great lawyer. And you have to modify a little bit. Don't be the same on every page, but get that part in. Then I like to have maybe a couple other paragraphs about the firm, and then go into practice area paragraphs. That means a little paragraph about each of your core practice areas, which I'll show you an example here in a second. Then maybe add some icons or a list of your different practice areas. Just sort of have them featured in a separate section, so it breaks up the site. Sometimes you might want to add like pictures of the different attorneys, sort of little strip of attorneys. You might, if you blog, put your recent blog post up there. It's a little more freshness, update to your homepage. Media mentions, testimonials. It's always nice to have a testimonial on pages, right? People see testimonials, it increases your conversion rate. And in the footer, add some additional information. I also like to get some additional locality information for secondary locations in the footer. So just walk through his page. Here it is. And you see it has a little learn more button. You can click on that and it expands. That is fine not to show all your content right away now. There was a period of time where Google felt if you did a learn more, you sort of hid the content before they clicked on that. They discount out that content. Not true anymore. With mobile, this is always the way things work. They've changed their focus there, so you can actually have a learn more and then expand the page out. So here he has a little bit about why he's a great lawyer, and he has some more information about his firm, about himself. And then we start going into the practice area page: criminal defense, DUI, domestic violence, drug crimes, sex crimes, theft, gun crimes, motor vehicle expungements. When it goes through all these different areas. The other part about it's nice about having all these different practice groups on his homepage is that we saw, remember the Google My Business profile where it said mention truck accidents? Mention gun crimes here. Mention drug crimes. So it's easy for Google to find because it's on the page that you're linked to on your Google business profile. So make it easy. And also an easy way to add more content, so now you can get to your 1,000 words without having to worry too much. Just write a paragraph on each of your areas. If you don't have a page on the area, still write a paragraph about it if you're actually going to serve that, provide that type of service. So maybe you have basic, green cards, visas, and the deportation defense, but you don't have anything about family visas or work visas separately. You can still break those out on your homepage. That part's fine. Then we come down here. He has some, additional pages that he links to here. Sort of features some of this different practice stuff. There's some media icons there he's been in, and sort of a client review. He has some results down here as well, office locations. Contact us, and then way down here at the bottom, you'll see it says serving the following localities. Again, I like to keep this on the bottom of pages. It's a little bit long tail. It's repetitive. Google's going to discount it out because it's on every page. it doesn't not get quite the same value of having these words if it was in your content. But I'm not going to write a separate page for every single small city. It's just too hard to do. So this sort of solves that issue. So that part works out quite well. Page name. For me, most of the time, I'd like to take the location, the practice term lawyer, Boston criminal lawyer, or Boston, in this case, I'm showing Steve Nyman as Boston criminal defense attorney, right? Whatever the words I want to use. It doesn't, I might add my own name to it. I might make it a little bit longer, but I try to get something simple. I try to figure out what's my core practice area, what I want to rank for. And then I tend to put that up into the title tag. In most cases, I like the word lawyer better than attorney because it has the word law in it, but sometimes business, antitrust, the word attorney is a little bit better. Title tag, I take to go location, the main core practice, the word lawyer. That's my first one that matches up with what's on my homepage. That's my overall H1, my page name. I then use location 2, practice 2, attorney, and at the very end, I'll put firm name. Right? I always like to keep the firm name. Some people, if it's too long, they don't want it. On the homepage, I think you should put it up there. So I would certainly have it on the homepage. Well, other pages, you might not want to have it on. Again, 1,000, 1,500 words of text. Try to work your core key term every 150 to 250 words in the text. All right, remember that. Can be variations of it, but try to work it into the text. Don't just have it up at the top and nowhere else. You're talking about drug crimes and sex crimes. Try to work it a little bit into these other sections as well. At least every other paragraph or so. Try to work a permutation of it. So again, not too difficult to do. Do try to get, one other thing I want to mention, do try to get your key terms in the first paragraph at least once, whatever your core term is or a variation of it. Google tends to classify a document page by what's in the top few paragraphs. First paragraph's worth more than the second paragraph's worth more than the third. By the time you get to the 10th paragraph, not nearly as important. You're just sort of working in for a little bit of keyword density there at that point. But the first few paragraphs actually is going to help Google classify the page. So try to work it up towards the top. Do not copy your text from your homepage into directories. Don't take this and then put it into Yext and get distributed on all these business directories. Not helpful. A lot of people do that. They need text for their law firm profile and on a directory, and they just copy what's on the homepage. Or they sign up for a service, and that service then does that for them. So don't allow that to happen. Check your homepage on Copyscape to make sure other people haven't done that. But you don't want other people. You don't want to get your homepage having a duplicate content issue. It's ridiculous. So make sure you're not putting it other places. And here's just a couple examples here. So this is for Boston criminal lawyer. Just so you have an idea, these guys are all doing pretty well. And of course, it's Justia. There's another one of our clients with an internal page. Most of the time for basic terms, home pages will rank the best. Most of the time. Sometimes internal pages do, but most of the time it's a home page. A little extra for the basic term. And here's another example here that I want to quickly show you of those three. This is not an SEO play, but it's a conversion play. So for me, there's a thing called the meta description. It doesn't actually show on the page, but it's sort of additional text you can put in there. Most of your web providers can help you with it. If I do free consultations, I like to put the word free consultation as the beginning part of my meta description and maybe a local phone number. And the reason I do that is it helps on conversions. Most of the people that visit your website will be looking for information, but some people will be looking to hire you. And if they see free consultation, they're more likely to click on your link. And I'll tell you, the most valuable people to you are the ones that might hire you. So add free consultation here. It's not a pure SEO play, but it's a great conversion play for folks that are looking for a legal service. So add that part in there. And there's a couple examples. And you can see Steve Nyman also is available 24/7. Just a little more marketing. Meta descriptions are for marketing. Free consultation, nothing more powerful than using that word. And here's just a different search, slightly different, Boston criminal defense lawyer, just so you can see different searches give different results. And this one, Steve's first, but that's also because he's focused on Boston criminal defense attorneys as core term. All right. Homepage, most important one. Make that the longest one, your longest page. All the things about the keyword density, the little free consultation stuff. Do all that. It's not hard. You're going to end up writing a lot of paragraphs about your services. That's really what you're going to end up doing here. And then going through after you write that, adding in some different keyword density. figure out what your key term is. And it's not too difficult. But that's the most important page.
Now you know that the home page is your website's most important page, so you have to pay special attention to its content. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this clip, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more law practice and legal marketing videos. See you in our next video.